Welcome to Season 1, Episode 2 of The Orange Juice, the podcast where we dive into the people, the stories and the events that shape our region, the beautiful Orange, New South Wales. We're going to squeeze the best out of your week this week with a little local legend by the name of Robbie Mortimer. Good morning, Robbie, and welcome.
Mate. Thank you very much for having me. It's an honour.
How are you on this beautiful spring morning?
Beautiful. It's my favourite, my absolute favourite season, spring. So especially being an orange local, I think
we definitely get the
spring.
seasons here, don't we, mate?
Exactly right.
And you're just back from Gympie. I'm imagining that was epic.
Yeah, mate. It was a bit of a dream come true to play at that festival. We ticked a couple off that we've really wanted to play at. So, mate, beautiful part of the world and great festival.
How incredible for a local Orange artist to be playing at the Gympie Muster with some of the world's best.
Yeah, mate. We have definitely manifested that for a long time, and to go there and play on that stage, and with that caliber of artists, it's very special to me, and it's something I definitely don't take for granted. It's very, very lucky.
For everyone living under a rock, who else was on the bill?
Yeah, so
you're allowed to drop some names.
A pretty incredible lineup this year. In terms of a couple of internationals and a couple of Australians. So Ali Walker from Canada, she's doing amazing things in the country music circuit, and then obviously your big ones in Australia, James Johnston, Casey Barnes. Some of my favourites as well, like the Wet Whistles and Travis Collins.
They're
the best. So,
oh my gosh, those blokes.
So it's really Kaylee Bell. She's obviously just kicking goals at the moment. So we've got a pretty great music industry in Australia, especially country music's definitely soaring at the moment.
I'm so glad to see Kaylee smashing it. I was her bass player for the first 2 years of her career.
Is that right?
And I did CMC with her, and I love that girl. I've recorded with her in Nashville, and what a great talent! She is just the most beautiful person and has the most incredible voice. So I really miss playing with her, and I've watched her career unfold with great joy.
No, she's a rock star. She's got a great positive attitude and just her outlook on music, and she's been very gracious with her time with me, and that's probably a special thing about that. Once you're kind of in that circle, you are able to hang with people and get some great advice off people, and just it's pretty special for me, especially someone like Kaylee as well. She's someone I definitely look up to.
Well, say good day to her for me.
I will, mate. Absolutely.
Now, we're going to jump into this. This podcast has been really generously supported by McGrath Central West, Quest Orange, and Bite Ride Orchards as well. These are some of the businesses that absolutely make up Orange, and they underpin the business community, but also so much that goes on in our town. So every week we're going to do a little thing called the McGrath Minute.
Great.
And I'm going to fire some rapid fire questions about Orange at you. Right. You're going to answer them off the cuff.
Let's do it.
And we're going to have no edit points on this, mate.
Yeah, no, we're good here. Good to go.
All right. Coffee or wine?
It's got to be wine for me, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, I can't imagine why.
Well, there's two reasons. I'm a muso, and obviously Mum and Dad's beautiful winery out there in Burrendong Way. So there you go.
Awesome. Do you like coffee as well? Do you
I love coffee. Yeah. I love my coffee as well. So I have one a day, of course, and a coffee by morning, wine at night. So there you go.
Beautiful.
It's a good lifestyle.
Your current favourite eatery in Orange?
Put me on the spot there. I've actually loved the pizzas up at Parrot Gin Distillery, so that would probably be mine at the moment. But it changes all the time. Obviously, in Orange, we're spoiled for choice.
So Benny's doing wood-fired pizza up at Parrot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice work.
Get up there.
I'll slip up for one of those. The last book you read?
Actually, it was Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, all-time favourite book. And then before that was 28 by Brendan Jack.
Awesome. Do you think it's important to stay well read, I reckon?
Yeah. Especially, I think, being a songwriter as well, you get a lot of inspiration from hearing different stories, and even just the way words are written differently. You know what I mean? You can see it when on a piece of paper instead of hearing it a bit differently. So, yeah, it's definitely important to be well read.
Have you ever read the Paul Kelly book where he unpacks all of the meanings behind his songs?
No, I haven't. I'll definitely get onto that for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's a big inspiration.
That's a songwriter's
There
Bible.
You go. Right.
Yeah.
I'll be onto that.
Your favourite Orange memory? That's a hard one, but the thing, if you had to pin it down to one thing about Orange when you're away touring or away from your family, what's the Orange memory that brings you back?
For some reason, the first one that came to mind was when we were young and get your snow days in Orange, and we went up to the mount. My brother Daniel, he just had his P's, and I was in year 7 or something like that, and we drove up to the mount and wagged school that day, and went and lined up some snowballs and were hurling them at people on the way. And there was a photographer from the CWD who took a photo, and it ended up on the paper the next day. And we couldn't claim being sick. We were actually wagging school, so we got called in the principal's office the next morning. So that was just, I don't know why, but that's just a funny story I get to tell people on the road. I think
that's a great memory, mate, because we spoke about the seasons in Orange.
Yeah,
and
totally.
None of us would live here if we didn't embrace the cold.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. Yeah,
it's a thing, right?
Yeah, it comes Anzac Day every year. That's what I tell people.
You buy a house in Orange with a pool, you are you're an optimist.
Exactly right.
You truly are. What about your favourite thing to do as a local? So not as a tourist. We love going to all the wineries and the cafes and mountain biking down the hill and all that. But I imagine it'd probably have something to do with your beautiful wife Courtney and your two beautiful daughters. But as a local, what do you guys do for downtime?
Mate, well, it's funny because I think out on the road, you realise, I miss home a lot. So Orange is where I like to be. But honestly, one of my I've got a couple of things. Walking around that the loop there at Lake Canobolas it's just beautiful, and they've just done it up now, and it's just out in the nature with there. But I think my favourite thing to do is to take Dad for a beer at the Gladdy and just sit on the balcony and just watch people go past. It's my favourite thing to do, and I do it as often as I can. It's such a good place to do that. And you run into locals and run into people people you don't know. You can go by yourself and know you run into someone. So
it's amazing you said that, mate, because all jokes aside, that is literally my favourite thing to do in Orange as well. I took both of my boys for their first beer at the Gladdy when they turned 18.
How special.
Will only just a month or two ago. It has always been a great pub.
No, for sure.
I used to sell wine into there back in the day when I was in the wine game myself. But what Phil has done with the Gladdy over the last few years, it's maintained its charm, and yet it's also such a juggernaut.
100%, mate. Yeah, no, so that's definitely
that
go and have
a
cold rashes on the balcony and people watch. It's my favorite thing to do, and I think it'll always will be about Orange.
That's awesome, mate. Well, look, we're gonna delve a little bit more into Robbie Mortimer, the person, the artist. Where you're at in your journey and where you want to go. You're from a very famous rugby league family, and even locally, the Mortimers are an institution here with your mum and dad and the winery. I would imagine, and this is not a leading question, so you answer it however you want, but is that a blessing and a curse?
It's a great way to put it. Yeah, I think it is. But I think we're very optimistic people, and we grew up with the opportunity to do whatever we wanted to do as long as we did it properly. So I never felt any pressure, especially from inside the family. Any pressure came from outside the family. So, people who had an expectation of what you should be or who you should be. And as I've gotten older, I'm the youngest of 5 boys as well. So I probably had a little bit more than the other boys. But we just were encouraged to do whatever we wanted to do. As I said, just as long as we did it properly. That's all mum and dad cared about. And so, we've all had different jobs and different things we're into, but the main thing was, be a good human. You treat people correctly, and especially in a small town, because anything you ever need is accessible here. So but then you do have a lot of judgment, or a lot of people who are who make a judgment before they understand who you are and what you're about. Mm-hmm. And so I've had that my whole life though. So I've probably. But I'm an optimist. I look at it, mate. That's their problem. So you know what I mean. It's
absolutely. I'd imagine you would have been pretty handy with the football yourself.
Yeah, I loved my footy, mate. I went up to Brizzy when I was with the SG ball with the Tigers first in Sydney, and then went up to Brizzy and played did some stuff for the 20s there at the Broncos, through to just some training stuff, and then through to the Dolphins. So mate, I loved my footy. It was such a good outlet for me, and I think. Even all the skills I've learned from music and all those kind of things, all those people skills all came from having a rugby league background and being in an environment where sport was so that competitiveness. Also, how to be a leader with my band and people on the road, how to understand different people, and it all came from that rugby league kind of background. I believe anyway. So
discipline.
100%.
Routine.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, having been in the music industry myself, I made a living out of it for the best part of 25 years. Put my kids through school.
Yeah.
Toured, did a lot of the gigs you're doing now. Never with my name on the bill, unfortunately. I was always that guy standing behind the famous person.
They're usually the ones that drive the we get the credit, and the other ones are the driving force. So
look, it's all part of a team. But one thing I agree with you on there is that the people who make it in music or in the arts in general have as much discipline as an accountant or a solicitor or a military person or a cop.
Totally.
They really have a plan, a routine. They stick to the plan and they treat it like a job and a business. So many times you and I would have had that, that looks like fun. Your job's fun. You're up there singing with your guitar. And
I get that.
Of course it can be fun.
Yeah.
But it's bloody hard work, right?
Yeah, well, I think the biggest thing I've noticed is people they see the 1% of you on stage and in front of these incredible audiences and stages and flying to Nashville and doing all that stuff, but they don't see the 99% where I'm riding in a garage or we're on the road, and you'd understand this, you're sleeping in a crappy hotel room with your, on the road, and you're away from your family and your loved ones, and so I mean, poor Robbie, I understand that, but it's the life I chose, and also it fills my cup, and mate, it just makes me. It's
no, don't apologise for it, mate, because having done it and not at the level you're doing it either, it is a job, it is a career, it's something you choose, and you were great at footy like your brothers and your dad and your uncles. Yeah. But you've obviously chosen music. You've chosen that. You probably could have pursued footy.
100%,
But you've chosen to stand there with the guitar and then get better and better and better at it to where you are now.
Yeah. And it's funny, like in a weird way, I feel like it was just such an outlet for me that I music was that outlet that, growing up doing guitar lessons here in Orange. And then
who was your guitar teacher?
Rob Bartlett. So
Rob Bartlett. Now there's a local legend.
Yeah. So,
shout out to Rob Bartlett on the Orange
champion,
Juice
and
podcast.
Really gave me, and then just I think Orange had a lot of opportunities to do music as well. So then when I started to get a little bit of an identity with that, I really dived into it and really understood it and really enjoyed it. And it was I always knew I wanted to do it since I was honestly probably 10 years old. I remember I knew I wanted to do music, but I had to try those other outlets before to come back to what I really needed to do. So
who's your local music champion? Who would you say? And please don't say me.
Yeah, Comedy. No, you know what? We're really blessed, mate. With Orange, like one thing I found out growing up was there was no shortage of musicians and people who were and also access to do it. So, mate, obviously for me, what one is Trav New's always been a really big supporter of me, and I know he's not living here at the moment, but
we get him back every month.
Yeah, getting back every month. Exactly
great.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think Trav would definitely be one for me. He's just always believed in me, mate. He's given me, he's always speaking my blessings on these, for these festival lineups and all this kind of stuff. And he also saw a pretty green country kid coming through, but also gave me the time of day because he knew he had come from the same, we were bonded by a postcode essentially. You know what I mean? So you give for some reason just an extra 5 minutes because you know what it's like to live in that town, to go to that coffee shop, to walk down that street, to be different by playing music in a town. You know what I mean? In a country town, it's not a real, it's always sport or it's always, something else. Yep. So I think music was a little bit of and then there became more musicians and more access with different venues and stuff like that. But then there's some,
we've got a really good community here,
we do,
right?
we really do.
There's a great arts community here and the live music side of it. There's so many good venues to play.
No, for sure. And it's only just getting better. Like I think, I hope that there are more opportunities for more touring artists to come out here. And I think that will happen with the stadium and other things like that. Like there's no reason why Orange, it should be the hub of live music in the Central West. And I really believe that in country New South Wales, it should be the hub of it.
I'm glad you said Trav because he's another one that really personifies hard work and discipline in the music industry. He's now playing with the best of the best.
Absolutely.
He took the stage with Keith Urban and Andrew Farris from In Excess at the Grand Old Opry not long ago.
Who'd have thought a country kid from Orange could be doing?
Just absolutely smashing it out there. I feel honoured to play with him every month, and I'm so proud of what he's done.
Yeah, and he's a bit of a hero of mine, Trav.
That's a really good choice,
I just love him.
Shout out to Travie.
Love his energy and he's honest. But he also would give you the time, as I said, he was living in Nashville. I wanted to move over to Nashville and he gave me all this honest advice about, it's a tough thing. So, he put me on a good path with things, and I'm very, very proud to call Trav such a good friend and mentor.
Awesome, Robbie. So where's it all at the moment? Are you writing music? Are you recording music? Where are we at?
Yeah, so I'm writing, nearly every day. I put a goal out this year to write a minimum of 52 songs, so one a week, and I think that was pretty achievable. And yeah, so that's probably been my thing. I really want to work towards an album. I still believe in an album. It's probably going out the door a little bit these days with the new wave of music.
I think you should keep it alive. I
Yeah.
mean, in this age of AI.
For sure, yeah.
Absolutely.
And keeping it as authentic as I can, and so I'm writing as much as I can. I'm collaborating with some great artists. I'm heading over to Nashville once or twice a year to also collaborate with some incredible people, and mate, just working on the live show, I get so much joy and love out of the live show, and it just fills your cup, mate. It's the best
awesome,
feeling in
mate.
the world.
Like
as you know.
to hear you say you're writing 52 songs a year, to the layperson, they might think that's just crazy. But as you and I both know, that is the discipline behind it. I was really lucky to work with the amazing Mike Carr a few years back.
Amazing.
And hosted songwriting workshops and did all that stuff. And Mike is all about the discipline. You know, if you write 52 songs, Robbie, you only need one.
Yeah, exactly right.
If you've got 51 average ones, that's okay.
Yeah,
because the one
that
everyone says, yep, record that.
For sure,
that's the one, right?
Yeah, mate, I think the best advice I've actually been given is the song always wins. So, and I live by it now, and I'm so glad it's drummed in my head because it's given me a lot more discipline when I'm writing and stuff like that. As I said, I'm writing in my garage here in Orange. Like this is where I'm doing it when I'm not writing in Nashville. So, but the song always wins. You just need one song to change your life, and I'm definitely am enjoying. I still find the joy in writing, which is great.
Bite Riot Orchards is proudly owned by the Hall family, third-generation growers here in Orange. From crisp, juicy apples to the sweetest summer cherries, Bite Riot produce isn't just enjoyed locally. It's exported across the world and featured in leading supermarkets like Harris Farm Markets. It's more than just fruit, it's family innovation and a commitment to showcasing the best growers from the Orange region. Bite Riot, proudly grown in Orange, shared with the world.
Orange is just such a great place to live, and every week there's some good stuff on. So we are going to try to pick just a few of the ones out that are happening this week in Orange for everyone to listen to. Staying on the live music thing, Sunday session this week is out at Canobolas Dance Hall with Javier. Yeah. Have you come across Javier and the Wave?
Yeah, absolutely have.
Chilean musician who's moved to Orange and brings that beautiful flavour.
No, I've met him up at Tamworth actually. He goes to Tamworth every year, and
so that's one to get out to this week. One of the very famous wineries. Sorry, we've plugged Mortimer's enough. So Ross Hill's doing a dinner at the Wentworth this Thursday night, the 11th. Have you been up to the Wendy since they've renovated?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
How good is it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, they've done a great job of that. Yeah.
To think that a local club could now be doing a 4-course wine matching event with the chef, the chefing team up there is just great for Orange. Absolutely, to see that food and wine have lifted so far in this town that now even clubs are doing beautiful events like this. So obviously James and the team at Ross Hill, beautiful wines. Yeah. The Wenty's our local. Sarah and I live very close to there, so we're up there all the time. It's amazing what they've done up there. Yeah. So another really interesting one this weekend, staying on music, and down at the Regional Gallery, which is, of course, one of our amazing resources. There's a gig on called Air Mass from 3 to 4 p.m. this Sunday. Now, this is one of Australia's most incredible saxophonists, Mr. Nick Russianello.
Right.
And he does a solo saxophone gig where he delves into all sorts of music, including things like Daft Punk.
Really?
So, I mean, I love that Orange just brings this stuff up on a Sunday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. If you're bored, you're not trying, because if this is on, you need to go down. And so that to me just says
absolutely
quirky, fun,
for
amazing.
Sure, yeah.
Whether you're into music or not, that just sounds really good.
That one.
In a completely different field on Saturday, the Tough Nutters is at the Orange Showground. Are you still fit? Could you do Tough Nutters?
No.
You look fit.
No, I couldn't do it.
You get your shirt
I'd love
off.
to do it.
You get your shirt off, so you must be fit. I don't take my shirt off.
No, I too much whiskey, too many beers. So
how would you go on the Tough Nutters? Would your little girls go better than you?
I think my mind would say I'd be able to do it, and then I'd
Your mind's writing checks your body can't cash.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh yeah. There's a song in that, I reckon.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I'll have 5% if that's
right.
There
you go. 10.
Orange Farmers Market this Saturday. Always a staple of the Orange community, and always a great thing to do with the kids. Yeah, the awesome people from Rotary Daybreak. The Kewdale show's on this weekend. So I love getting out to regional shows. We mentioned one last week, Molong Show.
Yeah.
But how good are regional shows?
Yeah. We grew up kind of going around the circuits, as I said, Molong, Kewdale, Cumnock. We used to go around to all those ones.
Yeah, awesome, mate. Well, look, it's been so good to have you on the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us on season 1.
Thank you, and yeah, thanks for giving us a platform to share our story. So we've got an amazing community here. I'm very proud to be a part of it, and thanks to you for spreading the good news and the love, mate. It doesn't go unnoticed.
Good on you, Robbie.
Good on you, mate. Appreciate you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
So for all of you community groups, schools, businesses, and any other organisation that thinks it has a piece of newsworthy news for the Orange Juice, send us an email, news@theorangejuice.com.au. Cheers.